Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Chargers going up against the Ravens.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This is taken at his 4. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a look here at their go-to guy under center. Now a play fake here on first down. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's second down. And the offensive starters here for Los Angeles.
Keenan Allen checks every box for me as a receiver. Size, speed, strength, intelligence in what he's doing. But I love his competitiveness. When that ball's in the air, he goes after it and usually comes down with it. And last but not least, we can lay to bed the myth that he can't run fast. Keenan Allen can get up and go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going underneath for Gordon. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 3rd down.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because, to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Come on, let's go.
Looking to throw. Room here to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Ravens will get it. First and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Watching that, Barney. Black 99, Philly, here we go. Now that's Black 99, Philly, here we go. All right, here we go. 56.
He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the punt. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit. On
is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll be knocked down sideways. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patient...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. Room to run past midfield. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 64 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerve showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Flush to his right. Finding some room at midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky. Over.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, after the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays in
Just did there?
Sure. Down to about the 22 here.
Good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Here we go now.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. After this message, you're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a great return up past the 40, but this one may not stand.
Return team.
So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Hunter Henry brings it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, it's one thing to complete that pass on a nice sunny 70-degree day, but in these elements, that's a tough thing to do.
It is, and let's just put the whole thing together, not just throwing the ball. Trying to protect the quarterback now when you got the pass rushers coming at you, and maybe things are a little slippery on the field. The guys trying to cover downfield, wanting to make sure they keep their footing as the guys make their cuts. Looking back and locating the ball, you name it, it's difficult all the way around, but the guy throwing it, he may have the toughest task.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Hurry up, here we go.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Second and goal from the 1. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there, and it's third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So they're operating in the red zone.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Here we
come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Get to late in the first. They run here with Melvin Gordon. And he'll win the sprint to the end zone as they get out to a 7-0 lead. 1st and 10. The catch is made in double coverage. And it's going to be caught for the touchdown, as that'll tie the score at 7-all. Chargers line up at the 41. The pass ends up being picked off. Greaves is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. Offense out now following the interception. Pass coverage will break down here. And he capped off the long drive with the TD. That puts them up by a touchdown. Ravens have it late in the first half. Nice work to make the catch in double coverage. And this 2-play drive goes for a touchdown. So that's all for us here at the EA Sports Studio. We'll get you back out to the field now for some more playoff action.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll set up to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to him because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Ravens on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
All right, now, look at 57. Over. Detroit. Green, 39. Green, 39. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, You're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
Now back to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Now Gordon on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Back to throw. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 36. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They're going to look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. The Ravens on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Hurry up, here we go. Watching that, Barney.
Back to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Now let's go. Green.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got it. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
All right, here we go.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
2nd down following the incompletion.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
He'll look to throw. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. A very solid gain of 27. And let's not take for granted, in these conditions, that's never an easy pass and catch.
You really got to find a way to drive the ball. You know, get your grip. You know, that's why we see some of the guys now that put the gloves on when they throw the ball in this type of a condition. Sometimes the glove might make it too slippery. So you got to figure out what's going to work for you. But how about the receivers? Looking back and trying to locate the ball coming through snow and making sure they have full concentration. After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing fourth quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception. Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target. And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense. Because a lot of and now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes, but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter. You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they? Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up. Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. Now they try the right side here. Room past the 20. And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football. But they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace. I am speechless. I am without speech. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Vernon Butler able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out. And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield. It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it? Not good, and we saw the result. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go! Brand 38!
Looking to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off down at the 2. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way up to the 47-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 40 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd down following the run. And they give this time to the tailback. And an alley to run. And all the way touchdown. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Well, pardon me, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
I think someone's going to get in the QB 1-0 when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And some room to roam now. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And some space here. And he slides to avoid the hit. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now movement up front, I think.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. First and 15 here behind the chains. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They find some open field here. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Let's go. 1-9.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.